Some of you may know her from her HBO comedy specials. Some of you may know her from the Wanda Sykes show. Tonight, I introduce her as a friend and member of the Ruth Ellis family. Please join me in giving a warm Detroit welcome to our guest, Wanda Sykes.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you. I love you all. I am truly honored to be here. I really am. And I thank you, Bill, for the introduction, and thank you to all of you who are here, who share the same passion that I have to end homelessness among the LGBTQ youth. Yes. And as Jesse mentioned, I didn't find you, you found me. About 3 years ago, Laura, and I'm so disappointed she couldn't be here tonight. Laura contacted me. She sent me a letter, and my assistant, read the letter. And as you can imagine, we get thousands. I shouldn't say that, sounds too much. We don't get thousands. I just lied. We don't get thousands. Who the hell do I think I am? We get thousands of requests. Oh my goodness, people call me all the time. We get about 5 a week, maybe. Okay. So we do get a lot of requests, and I try to answer them or see if I can, the ones that speak to me, to see if I can help out. But this one, my assistant knew that this is something that I would definitely want to be a part of and want to reach out to. So we did. I was having, I guess, Laura check my performance schedule, and she saw that she saw that I would be in the area performing at probably a casino or something. I'm sure I was at Motor City, and she asked if I would be willing to come by the Ruth Ellis Center and visit with the youth. Well, I mean, I could not say no, because after reading her letter, first I was struck by Laura's description of the youth that come to the center. She wrote about how many of them, of the youth that come to the Ruth Ellis Center, they're kicked out of their homes, they're abused, or they have run away just because they're not accepted for who they are. They come out to their families and they're told to leave. I was also shocked to learn about the horrifically massive number of homeless LGBTQ youth in Detroit. More than 800 homeless youth in Detroit identify as LGBT, and this is just unconscionable. And lastly, I was surprised to learn that an organization such as the Ruth Ellis Center exists in Detroit. Please do not be offended, but let's face it, Detroit has a lot of shit going on. And to know that with all the problems that's going on, that there was a place that was concerned about our LGBT youth. That really touched me. I was like, okay, I have to go there and see what they're doing and help this place out. I mean, to me, this was just incredible, because I split my time between New York and Los Angeles, and there's a beautiful center in New York. There's the Gay and Lesbian Center in Los Angeles, and they do incredible work. But to know that there was a gym here in Detroit, that just lit my heart. It really did. It touched me. You know, my good friend Cindy Lauper, you know, she started the True Colors residence in Harlem. B. Arthur just showed her support for the Ali Fournet Center in the Chelsea. Well, I'm proud to say that I will do all that I can for the Ruth Ellis Center here in Detroit. All right, pipe down, pipe down. Enough of that. Stop. I'm gonna get me all mushy. Pipe down. And so the first time I visited the Ruth Ellis Center, the minute I walked into the center, I knew this was a special place. You know, the walls, the posters, the signs, the way it was decorated. It just felt like a safe haven for these kids. You know, Laura and I met Kofi. These people, the kids, I can't remember the gentleman who was preparing the meals and the kids. He was great. You could just see it was a family. These kids were just incredible, and they were being well taken care of, and not just the basic necessities, but in being encouraged and given skills. And I was just truly moved. They was just given the services that they needed. And then sitting down speaking to these kids, I mean, some of the words, that I think of to describe these youth, resilient, strong, honest, sincere. And the words only begin to describe the amazing young men and women I met at that center. While I visit there, they shared, we shared our stories of coming out and the things that we were facing. But these kids that I met, they were so much stronger than I have ever had to be. I mean, against all odds, they came out at a young age, and many of them lost family and friends through the process. It was incredible to hear the stories of homelessness, bullying, abuse, but they didn't let it get them down. The minute they finished their stories, they would smile and turn the focus on to someone else. I'm sitting there trying to, I'm like, okay. Woo! Ah, yeah. I'm trying to hang in there and be strong and listen to these stories, but they were like, yep, okay, yep, now your turn. And I was just blown away. I mean, I'm a comedian, and I still cannot tell my story with as much grace as these kids did. I mean, I can't even imagine. I mean, I came out to my parents, I was damn near 40 years old, and I was terrified. I mean, it's not like my parents could show up and throw me out my own home. But yet, I was shocked. I mean, I was terrified. And the response that I got from my parents, it's pretty similar to what not even similar, it's just my parents and I my parents said a lot of ugly things, and it was we went through it. We really went through it. But I can't imagine, and that was hurtful. That was devastating to me, that when your family, the one thing that you're supposed to be able to depend on through thick and thin, when they turn your back on you, I don't care who you are, that hurts, that you're crushed. But these kids, and that's why I love what you all are doing for these kids so much, because, like I have a group of friends who are my family. They're my family. They stood in, and that's what we do. When our families don't want us, we make a family, and we support each other. We love each other through thick and thin. And that's what you all are giving to these kids. And that's why I'm so appreciative for what you do and want to support you in any way. And especially now as a mom, I have twins. I have two kids, Olivia and Lucas. They're 3. Yes, and I can't imagine, turning my back on them, or throwing them out. I can't imagine, I think about them every second of the day, their welfare, their safety. I want to know if they're okay. And, I have thought about running away a few times, but They don't know where I am right now. They don't know. They don't know where I am. They don't know. They don't know. They think I'm in the basement somewhere. They think I'm watching football or something. They don't know. They have no idea. But like I said, I just couldn't imagine turning my back on them. But the youth at the Ruth, I just want the youth to know that you did more for me than I could ever do for you. Really. And it is reassuring, and it gives me confidence to know there is such an amazing network of support, not only in New York and LA, but there's a top-of-the-line place in Detroit that is available for these wonderful young people. At this time, I'd like to call attention towards one person from one company who is part of this network of support and is going to help the Ruth Ellis Center end the chill for homelessness this winter. Sean Wilson is the Chief of Staff for PNC Bank, and he is going to join me on stage for a special announcement. Sean?
Thanks, Wanda. So before I begin, I just need to, we all love Laura, and I want to make sure we keep Laura in our prayers. I did talk to her today, and she's doing fine, but please continue to keep Laura in our prayers. So with Laura and the staff and the board, I had a chance to meet a lot of the board members tonight. Please, let's just thank them for a beautiful night. This is great. This is great. So for the past few years, PNC Bank has supported the Ruth Ellis Center because of the work that Laura, her staff, and the board, the daily work they do on a daily basis that adds to the health of the city. Without a Ruth Ellis Center, a place for these youth to go when they really need a place, a friend, or some encouragement, it wouldn't exist. I mean, Ruth Ellis is doing such a great job in the city. They're doing a really good job and really filling a void in this city. So, on behalf of PNC and myself, I am proud to announce a $15,000 grant to the Ruth Ellis Center to help support the youth in this. You know, we can have very cold winters here, Wanda. So to help out, to make sure these folks have a place to go when it's cold outside. So thanks again. We love the support going forward, and we'll continue to support everything the Ruth Ellis Center does. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to match that. Wait. You said, what did you say? You said $15? You said $15. You said $15, right?
15,000.
15,000. Oh, sweet Jesus. I got it. All right, pipe down. All right. Okay. I love y'all so much. Thank you. And thank you to PNC, for real. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Thank you, Sean. I'm also honored to make the next announcement this evening, the recipients of the Ruth's Angels Award. This award honors people in our community who demonstrate dedication to providing space for LGBTQ homeless youth. The two recipients this year were part of the team that formed the Ruth Ellis Center 10 years ago, and they are still members of the board today. Here's a video produced by General Motors that talks about how special these two individuals are to the Ruth Ellis Center and to the youth.